All right, students, we have learned about what a problem is. We've discussed the four-step problem-solving process. We talked about what the features are of a problem. We discussed the problem-solving strategies, and we know that we can use objects to help us solve multiplication problems. We can use word problems to help us solve multiplication problems. We can reference our multiplication table that I passed out to you earlier. We can use our hands and toes, whatever we need, we can use to solve multiplication problems. As this assignment shows, we can use columns and rows. They will help us determine what the expressions are for multiplication problems. Sandy, can you tell me what 3 times 4 is? 12 is correct. Now, Sandy, did you reference your multiplications table? Or did you know that 3 times 4 is 12? That's great. You can use your multiplication table. And as you practice and learn multiplication, you all will be able to memorize it. You'll be able to use your problem-solving strategies to answer the problems that you will be presented with on tests, quizzes, during your homework assignments. What we are learning regarding multiplication problems will help you when you advance to the 5th and the 6th and the 7th grade. You will continuously build on the multiplication that you are learning in this math lesson. We will now take questions and we will help each other to make sure we have understood the material presented. Okay, Daphne, what is your question? Yes, you can use your Barbies if you would like to help you with your multiplication. Again, you can use any object you like to make sure you're understanding the multiplication process. Can anybody tell me what problem we have solved during this lesson? That's correct, Janet. Our problem was multiplication, and we have identified what our problem is, and we have used problem-solving strategies to solve our multiplication problems. Are there any other questions? It's time to play Simon Says. Okay, students, simmer down. What I want you each to do is get up from your desk and stand next to your desk. Everyone, I want you to stand to the right of your desk. Now, I'm going to be Simon. When Simon says, you need to perform the movement that Simon is telling you to do. If Simon does not say, then you do not perform that movement. If you do perform the movement that Simon does not say, you will be seated and I will be watching. Again, I'm Simon, and Simon says, raise your hand. Great job, everyone. Simon says, march in place. Hut, 2, 3, 4, hut, 2, 3, 4. Yes, Kathy, your hands are still raised while you're marching. Simon says, stop marching, and Simon says, put your hands down. Now, sit down in your seats. Becky, you sat down in your seat. Simon didn't say. Alex, you sat down in your seat. Go ahead and sit back down. It's okay. Simon says, stand up. Simon says, move from side to side, shifting your weight from your left foot to your right foot, from your left foot to your right foot. Simon says, stop. Simon says, wave both of your hands at your teacher. Stop waving your hands. Kelly stopped waving her hands. Have a seat, Kelly. Tommy stopped waving his hands. Have a seat, Tommy. Kennedy stopped waving her hands. Have a seat, Kennedy. Simon says, stop waving your hands. Take a seat, students. Kennedy, Tommy, wonderful job. Simon says, everybody have a seat. All right, students, we've now moved. We're now ready to get started on our next lesson. Let's go. We will discuss managing the mathematics classroom. I want you guys to talk back and forth with me. Again, remember to raise your hand. Speak when you are called on, okay? Features of a productive classroom culture. That means our classroom, this is a culture of students and teacher, correct? That is correct. We're going to talk about what we as students and teachers will do in our classroom, not just this classroom, but your other classes too, to make sure you are learning. In this classroom, you are my math scholars and we will learn math together. Yes, that is pretty, Bridget. Now, who are my math scholars? You are. You all are my class scholars. Now, let's go over some classroom rules because we want to make sure we're managing our math classroom well. It's not just me, it's you too. We're going to do it together. Now, we're going to repeat these. We're going to say these statements together, okay? I can statements. Ready? Let's say them together. I can listen to the teacher. I can follow directions. I can treat others with respect. I can use my inside voice. I can wait for my turn. I can raise my hand to speak. Yes, Yolanda, what's your question? Okay, Yolanda wants to know what her inside voice is. Does anybody know? Yes, Timothy, share with the class what the inside voice is. Timothy is correct. Your inside voice is different from your voice when you're outside playing. At recess, you run around, you scream, holler, you laugh, you jump. But when you're inside, you're talking at a tone that everyone around you can hear, but you're not hollering and screaming. Any other questions? Okay, let's move on. In our class, we're going to share our math ideas. If you have an idea to help you solve a problem, to understand a problem, to put your plan into action to solve problems, share it with the class. We would love to hear about it and talk about it, and other students will learn, and you will learn from other students. So share your problems. That is okay. Do anyone make mistakes? I'm raising my hand too. We all make mistakes. But if we didn't make mistakes, it wouldn't show that we're trying, right? So mistakes are proof that you are trying. And in this lesson, we are talking about the freedoms that we have within the classroom to share ideas. And it's okay to make mistakes. You keep trying and you will get to the solution. And again, we all make mistakes. We are in a community to learn together. We are all smart. We are all math scholars, and we will all put in the work to make sure that our math classroom is a place where we can ask questions, where we will learn about math, where we will share our ideas, and we will come together and discuss. During the lesson, we talked about our problem being multiplication problems. So we will work together and work as a team to be helpful to one another. Now, Mrs. Dean, that's me, your teacher. I will answer your questions regarding math. As we go through our lessons through the semester, I will make sure that I manage our math classroom and answer the questions that you have. It's okay to raise your hand and say, Mrs. Dean, I don't understand. Could you please explain it another way? Can you write it out in words? Can you put on some music and maybe we can rhyme to it? We will use different problem-solving strategies to make sure that you, my students, will understand the problem, that you will be able to make a plan to solve the problem, that you will put your plan into action, and that you will come up with a solution that you can justify and explain. So if you don't understand, I will explain it. I will encourage you and empower you with math material so we can have a successful math environment. And I will teach you, I will instruct you, I will develop you in the math class. Not just 1, 2, 3 of you, but all of you, because you are all math scholars. And I am here to communicate, to explain, to help you investigate, explore, to solve math problems. So please know that I will encourage you, I will empower you, I will help you to be successful in this math class. I will help you. Now, we're going to work on this multiplication, and I want you to look at the cookies, and we're going to determine how many cookies there are. Raise your hand for the first question. That is correct. It's 3 times 5, which is 15. Not 3 times 6, but 3 times 5. The second question. How many cookies are there using one of the 4 options? Yes, it's 4 times 4, 16. Great job. Now this third question is a whole lot of cookies. So we know it's not 16, right? It could be 42. We have 2 options there, but is 9 times 6 42? No. So we know it is 7 times 6. So we have 42 cookies. And the last one, how many cookies? That's correct, Darius. There are a total of 10 cookies because we see 2 columns and we see 5 columns, and 2 rows. Awesome job, class. These are in-class multiplication that I want you guys to do, and I will give you 5 minutes.